Wind is blowing out. Today is Kids Day here at Bard. We got some local youth out there to throw out the first pitch. It's going to be Tobin Rudd. It's Lachlan's little brother. He's going to throw it to him. Let's go. Let's go, Tobin. Ah, Tobin's having a day out there. At Bard, we got some local youth out there to throw out the first pitch. It's going to be Tobin Rudd. It's Lachlan's little brother. He's going to throw it to him. Let's go. Next up, we got Rosalind. Ball slipped out of her hand. We're going to do it again. Tobin's having a day out there. Here you go. Good job, Rosalind.
Do we have one more?
Oh, this is little Allura, I believe, is going to come out for the third first pitch today.
My goodness. It's a small child.
Yes, let's go. All right, Kids Day was already a success.
Thank you, kids. Our Kids Day, a ringing success.
All three kids in attendance today got to throw out the first pitch.
For today's starting lineup.
All right, the starting lineups for today for Vassar. Leading off is the third baseman, number 5, Noah Townsend. Batting second is the right fielder, number 7, Dash Edwards. Batting third is the center fielder, number 2, Jensen Bergman. Batting fourth is the designated hitter, number 11, Ethan Fox Fernandez. Batting fifth is the second baseman, number 10, Kieran McGrath.
Batting sixth, the catcher, number 14, Jack Biskupiak.
Batting sixth is the catcher, number 14, Jack Biskupiak. Batting seventh is the left fielder, number 24, Eric Wallach. In the 8th spot is the first baseman, number 18, Aiden Anello. Batting ninth is the shortstop, number 4, Nick Kriatsalis.
Now here's the starting lineup for your Bard.
And on the mound today for Bard is going to be number 37, Charles Lear.
In center field and batting second, number 26, Jack Lee.
Vassar is led by head coach Tad Skelly. He's assisted by Matt Barberi, Jonathan Caceres, and Adam Concadoro. And his pitching coach is Beth Greenwood. Coach Skelly in his third season with Vassar. We're looking like we're going to have a good game today. Both teams are hot. They've both won 4 of their last 5 games. Bard is currently sitting at a 7-8 overall record on the season. Vassar is 6-11. Both teams are in the Liberty League in the Eastern Division. Currently, Vassar is tied for second place with Skidmore College at 2-4 so far in the league. Again, they are 6-11 overall. And Bard is tied for 4th in the Eastern Division with Union College. They are both 1-2 in the Liberty League. And again, Bard is 7-8 overall for the 2026 season, which has to already be considered a success. They only won 4 games total all last season.
She's still here. Yeah, maybe do 4. Okay, good.
Be good for the happy birthday song.
All right, first pitches have been thrown. The national anthem has been played. The starting lineups have been announced. Today's home plate umpire is Ruben Ramirez, and on the bases is Frank Parker. Again, the Raptors starting pitcher today is number 37, junior lefty Charles Lear. Lear is making his 5th start of the season. He's currently 1-2 with a 5.54 ERA. He's pitched a total of 13 innings so far this year. He's given up 10 hits, 11 runs, 8 of them were earned. He's walked 13, struck out 19.
Is there one person doing the field?
Lear's last start came on March 24th versus Skidmore College. He went 4 innings. He gave up 3 hits, 4 runs. 3 of those were earned. He walked 7 and struck out 4. On March 8th, earlier in the year against City College in New York, he pitched 4 innings of shutout ball. He had 10 strikeouts when he came out of the game after 4. He was on pace to set the Bard College career strikeout record for 1 game. All right, we're ready to go here. Leading off for Vassar is third baseman number 5, Noah Townsend. All right, the lefty's ready to go. First pitch is high and outside for a ball. Looking at Vassar's lineup, everyone in the lineup today except for 1 player is a freshman. They got 8 freshmen in the field today. And then breaking ball just missed outside. It's going to be 2-0. This is Townsend's 17th start of the season. He's currently hitting .354. He scored 17 times. He's driven in 14 runs. And it's 3-0 to Townsend. That's in it for a strike, 3-1.
You're too far away. It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry. It's good. It's okay.
You need to go that way.
Let's go forward.
You need to go forward. You need to get closer.
That's low and inside. It's going to be a leadoff walk for Noah Townsend. Going to bring up the number 2 batter in the order, the right fielder, Dash Edwards. Dash also off to a good start. It's going to be his 11th start of the season. He's hitting .290 in 31 at-bats. That's 9 hits and 31 at-bats. He scored 12 runs, driven in 8. He's also walked 7 times.
So we have case specifics. What team?
They're looking to settle in and find the strike zone here. All right. Edwards offered at it. It's going to be 0-1. Townsend on first base doesn't run much for a leadoff hitter. He has 1 stolen base in 1 attempt so far this season.
Which little league team won the...
Edwards drops down a bunt. Lear's going to field it. He turns, and he's out at first. Townsend moves to second base. There's going to be 1 out here in the top of the first with a runner on second base. The number 3 hitter is up, center fielder Jensen Bergman. Bergman is Vassar's leading hitter so far this season. He's batting .436. This will be his 18th start of the season. He He's 55 at bats, 24 hits. He's driven in 16 runs, scored 19 times. He's also walked 15 times. He always finding a way to get on base, making things happen for the Brewers. The pitch. It's a breaking ball, misses for a ball.
We'll have two trophies today, Brian.
Okay.
One for sunglasses.
Lear spiked that pitch. That was a couple feet short of the plate. Catcher Andrew Plen kept it in front of him. Gonna be 2-0. Defensively for Bard, Andrew Plen is behind the plate. Jamie Fryer's at first base. Jack Rivlin at second. Angus Woodward at third. Lachlan Rudd, the shortstop. The left fielder is Xavier Webb. The center fielder is Jack Leandri. And the right fielder is Johnny O'Connor. This is the same lineup that Bard went with on Wednesday, except for Leandri in center. It was Charlie Beauregard when they took on Williams College. Yeah, it's in there for a strike. It's going to be 3-1 to Bergman.
Yes, they should know who it is.
It's in there for a strike. The count will be full here with one down on the top of the first inning. Noah Townsend, who walked to lead off the game, is on second base. It's in there for a called strike 3. We're going to be 2 down here in the first. Lear battled back in that at bat and gets the strikeout. That's going to bring up their cleanup hitter, the designated hitter, and freshman Ethan Fox Fernandez. This will be Ethan's 12th start of the season. He's hitting .364 so far. The first pitch swinging. It's 0-1. Fox Fernandez looking to make contact there. That was clearly a ball. He's looking to hit. So Lear is ahead in the count, 0-1 with 2 down. It's in there for a strike. It's 0-2. That's a bouncing ball right at Rivlin at second. Over to Fryer at first. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on for Vassar. 1/2 inning is complete, and the Raptors are coming to bat. All right, for Bard today, leading off is going to be shortstop Lachlan Rudd. Batting second is going to be center fielder Jack Leandri. In the 3-hole, second baseman Jack Rivlin. Batting cleanup is third baseman Angus Woodward. Batting fifth is the designated hitter Elias Grossfogel. Batting sixth is the first baseman Jamie Fryer. Batting seventh is the left fielder Xavier Webb. Batting eighth is catcher Andrew Plen. And batting ninth is the right fielder Johnny O'Connor. Today's starting pitcher for Vassar is number 26, Grant Marriott. Bard is led by head coach Andy Salvatore. He's in his 10th season as the head coach and his 14th season overall here with Bard Baseball. His associate head coach is Justin Gomez in his 7th season. And his assistant coach in his first season is Andrew Bonilla. Marriott is a junior lefty, goes 6'3". This is going to be his 5th appearance of the season. He's currently at a 7.79 ERA, and he's 1-3 on the season in 17 1/3 innings pitched. He's given up 16 hits, 17 runs, 15 of them were earned. He's walked 16 and struck out 17. Well, it's going to bring up Bard's leadoff hitter, shortstop, first-year man, Lachlan Rudd. Bard won Wednesday's game in a thriller versus Williams College, 14-13. Williams was threatening. Lachlan Rudd made a great defensive play at shortstop and ended the game on a Williams base running error. And if Rudd made a sliding play at shortstop, if he didn't make it, Williams ties the game at that point. Who knows what could have happened from there.
Don't point at me. Just put it down. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh my gosh, the points in this team.
And it's 1-1 to Rudd.
I'm saying it's okay. Yeah.
She's pointing.
It's okay.
Rudd so far this season hitting .375, mostly in the leadoff spot for the Raptors. This will be his 15th start of the season. He has 40 at-bats, 15 hits. He scored 19 times. He's driven in 10 runs, 2 doubles, 2 triples, and an inside-the-park home run. He's also walked 11 times. That's going to be down low. It's 3-1. Great moment before the game where Lachlan's little brother Tobin got to throw out the first pitch.
Yeah. That's why I was.
The 3-1. That's going to be low.
I didn't realize that.
And Bard now starts with a leadoff walk in the first.
Number 26, Jack Leander.
That's going to bring up center fielder Jack Leandry.
It's a newer one.
And Jack did not start on Wednesday versus Williams, but he came in the game to play in the 4th inning. Leandry drops it down. Marriott's going to handle it. That's a high throw to first base, and it's past the first baseman. Rudd's going to go to third. Leandry's in the second base. So Leandry would drop in the sacrifice bunt down to move Rudd over. And Marriott skied one over the first baseman's head. And now Bard is threatening second and third with nobody down here in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, that's why I'm not sure. That looks like it's wrong, but I could be wrong.
And it's going to bring up the number 3 hitter, second baseman Jack Rivlin. So Bard has been having no troubles at the plate scoring runs. Like I just said, they put up 14 runs in 4 innings against Williams on Wednesday. So far on the season, Rivlin's hitting .267. This will be his 15th start of the season. 12 hits and 45 at-bats. Marriott delivers. Fouled off. Oh, to Rivlin is outside. It's 1-2. Buffett has scored 13 times so far this season. He's driven in 12 runs.
Mirror.
Cut on foul. It remains 1-2. That's low to Rivlin's. Could be 2-2. A nice crowd has filed in here at Honeyfield for today's game. It's one of the the few times this year we've seen blue skies here for a ball game. Fouled off again. It's a breaking ball again, fouled off. If nothing else, Rivlin is getting Marriott's pitch count up there here in the first inning. A pitch that's going to be popped up the first. That's handled by Ada Danello for the first out.
Number 12, Angus Lunt.
That's going to bring up the cleanup hitter, third baseman, Angus Lunt Woodward. Angus, another one of Bart's first years. He's on fire so far. He's the number 3 hitter so far in the Liberty League on the season. First pitch swing, and it's going to be a ground ball at the second baseman, McGrath. It's over to Anello for an out, but Lachlan Rudd will come in to score, and Bart takes an early lead, 1-0.
Number 34, Elias Grossfogel.
That's going to bring up the red-hot designated hitter for Bard, Elias Grossfogel. Elias steps in with a man on third base, and 2 down here in the first. First pitch is a ball. The 1-0 to Grossfogel. Outside, it's 2-0. So Elias is leading the Liberty League in hitting at .517. He's leading in slugging percentage at .862. He's third in on base percentage at .559. He's second in OPS at 1.421. He's 10th in doubles, and he's 8th in triples, all in the Liberty League so far this season. That's in there for strike 2. The 2-2 is outside for a ball. It's 3-2. 2 down here in the first. 1 across so far for Bart. And it doesn't get any easier for Vassar if the on-deck man Jamie Fryer steps in. Oh, that's going to be a swing and a miss, and that's going to end the first inning. A 1 run for Bard. And no hits. 1 error for Vassar. 1 left on. So we're through 1 here at Honey Field, and Bard leads 1-0. Oh, I had mentioned earlier in the Open that Bard has won 4 of their last 5 games. They've beaten Skidmore College 7-6. They beat Plymouth State 19-14. They beat Williams College in their last game 14-13. Absolute wild game. Bard was leading that game 14-3 at one point. All right, so we're getting ready to go here in the top of the second. Leading off for the Brewers will be second baseman Kieran McGrath. As I had mentioned earlier, all but one player in the Vassar lineup today is a freshman. The only junior is the center fielder Jensen Bergman. Vassar is definitely going with the youth movement, as Bart is as well. And that's going to be outside. This is McGrath's 13th start of the season. 12 hits and 14 at-bats. It's a 273 average. Scored 13 runs. He's driven in 7. Has 7 doubles. And 7 walks. That pitch is high for a ball. The 2-1 to McGrath. That's a break ball. It's going to be in their first strike. It's going to be 2-2. Rollier delivers. Outside for a ball.
Yeah.
And for the second straight inning, it's going to be a leadoff walk for Vassar.
Number 14, Jack Biscupiak.
And it's going to bring up the number 6 hitter in the Brewers lineup, catcher Jack Biskupiak, making his 17th start on the season. Has 12 hits and 55 at-bats. That's a 218 average. He has scored 11 runs. He's driven in 12. He has also walked 9 times. So even when they're not hitting, they're still finding ways to get on base. That's low for a ball. It's going to be 2-0 to Biskupiak. That ball's in the air. Rivlin into short center field. Makes an outstanding catch there over his shoulder. That ball was at no man's land. And Rivlin stayed with it, made the catch. The ball came out of his glove, but it was on the transfer. The catch had already been made for the out.
Number 24, Eric Wallach.
It's going to bring up the left fielder, number 24, Eric Wallach. Wallach making his 9th start of the season. He's also a pitcher. He's made 4 appearances on the mound. At the plate, he's hitting .233, 7 hits in 30 at-bats. That's outside for a ball. Wallach has scored 7 runs on his 7 hits. He's driven in 6. Breaking balls in there for a strike. McGrath taking a short lead at first. That's another breaker. That one misses. It's 2-1 to Eric Wallach. Lear delivers high and outside for a ball. It's now 3-1. Break a ball again. Again misses. It's going to be the second walk of the inning and third for the game so far for Charles Lear.
Number 18, Aiden Anello.
Going to bring up the first baseman hitting in the A spot, Aiden Anello. There's one down and two on here in the second inning for Vassar. That's going to be a bounced ball to third. Woodward looked to make the tag. Kieran McGrath avoided the tag, and it looks like he's going to be safe at third. Well, Woodward tried to cut down the lead runner there. He missed the tag. So now the bases are going to be loaded with one down. It's going to bring up shortstop Nick Kriatsalis with the bases loaded here in the second inning. First pitch is fouled back. This is Nick's 16th start of the season. He's looking to get it going at the plate. He's currently hitting 196. 9 hits and 46 at-bats. He has scored 7 runs. He's driven in 3. He's drawn a base on ball 7 times so far this season. Break a ball, misses again. It's 1-1 with one down. The 1-1 is outside. Lear struggling to find the zone here so far in 2 innings. He has been throwing mostly off-speed pitches so far. Home plate umpire Ruben Ramirez checks with Frank Parker. Parker says no, he did not go. It's going to be 3-1. Kriatsalis, there's nowhere to put him. The bases are loaded. That's a bounced ball towards Lunt Woodward. That's going to be a fair ball. So Lunt Woodward stepped on third for the force, over to first for the double play to end the inning. Coach Skelly is not happy at all with that call. I believe he's arguing that was not a fair ball. With the ball bounced right by third base, Lunt Woodward, it looked like he did field it in fair territory. Right, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 were left on for Vassar in the second inning. So we're in the middle of the second, and Bard leads 1-0. Looking ahead to the second inning for the Raptors, they're going to have Jamie Fryer, Xavier Webb, and Andrew Plin coming to the plate.
Your base runner just wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, you were so on point. Like, look at you. You were so on. No, I'm actually so lucky, you know? Yo, locked in. So it's the same thing will be once he throws it to
Jamie Fryer is going to be the leadoff man here in the second. Fryer's red hot at the plate. So far, he's hitting .333, but he's gone yard 4 times already this season, including on Wednesday versus Williams College. Versus Plymouth State, he hit 2 and had 6 RBIs. His first home run of the season came when Bard was down in Orlando, Florida, versus St. Norbert. Fryer steps in here to lead off the second for the Raptors. That's a ball. Fryer's at 27 at-bats so far in the season. He has 9 hits. He scored 12 times. He's driven in 13 on 2 doubles, 4 home runs. That's in there for a strike. And Fryer had to like the looks of the flag out in left field. It was blowing out to start the game. The ball does travel that way when it's in the air here at Honey Field. That's in there for a strike. Oh, it's 2-2 so far to Spryer. Cut on in, fouled back. That ball's in the air to right field. Looks like it's going to stay fair. And it does. Dash Edwards makes the catch. There's 1 down.
Number 21.
It's going to bring up the number 7 hitter for the Raptors. Today it'll be the left fielder Xavier Webb. Xavier dropped down in the order today, usually hitting first or second in the order. First pitch was a ball. That's in there for a strike. Xavier so far this season hitting .356. This is his 13th start. He has 16 hits and 45 at-bats. He has scored 12 runs. He's driven in 10. That misses for a ball. That pitch looked good, but the pitch previous did not, so we're right where we should be. It's 2-1. Swung and missed. It's 2-2. And that misses for a ball. The count is full to Webb. Fly ball, right center field. The center fielder Bergman takes it, and there's 2 down.
Number 10, Andrew Glenn.
That's going to bring up sophomore catcher Andrew Glenn. And making his 7th start of the season. Also doing well at the plate. He's hitting .381 so far in 2026. 8 hits and 21 at-bats. He's scored 9 times. He's driven in 7 runs. First pitch he sees is in there for a strike. So going to miss 0-2. Jump ball's in the air. Shallow right field. Kerry McGrath goes a long way towards the right foul line to make the play, and the Raptors go down in order in the second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on. 2 innings are complete. The Raptors lead 1-0. Just what Marriott needed in that inning. His pitch count was getting up there after 1. Did not throw too many pitches in the second. All right, so Vassar's got the top of the order coming up in the third inning to face Charles Lear.
I'd say you'll change it by like the fourth or fifth, like 450, because then you'll have stats that's happening right now. And then on the player, you can get and you go to like a pop-up that says this game. Like you can type in this game.
Number 5.
Bart's going to bring up leadoff man Noah Townsend. He walked to start the game. And he's red hot in his last 5 games, hitting .524, 11 hits and 21 at-bats coming into today. First pitch swing, it's a high chopper. Fryer handles it in front of second base. Lear covers for the out. Nice job. Tough play there. That ball was skied. Fryer cut off Rivlin at second base. Rivlin did not have a play on it. Lear covered, and there's 1 down. It's going to bring up a right fielder, Dash Edwards. He laid down a sacrifice bunt in the first inning to move Townsend over to second base. Pitch to Edwards. It's a ball. Edwards in his last 5 is hitting .263, 8 hits and 19 at-bats. It's outside for a ball. It's 3-1 to Dash Edwards. And that's going to be 4-pitch walk. So Dash Edwards is now going to walk.
Number 2.
Lear started the first 2 innings with the leadoff hitter walking, and in the third inning, the second batter he faced is on base. So it's going to bring up the number 3 hitter, Jensen Bergman, struck out looking in his first at-bat. He's been red hot in his last 5 games, hitting .600 for the Brewers. The pitch, fly ball to center field. It's curving towards left. That's going to be deep. It's going to drop a one-hopper off the wall. Leandry fields it, gets it into Lachlan Rudd, who makes a throw to home. It's not going to be in time. And Dash Edwards comes all the way around the score. It's going to be a three-bagger for Jensen Bergman. It was a one-hopper deep to center field. And now we are tied up at 1 here in the top of the third inning. Vassar still threatening with a man on third and 1 down. Their cleanup hitter, Ethan Fox Fernandez, is up. He grounded out to the second baseman, Rivlin, in his first at-bat. That's going to miss for a ball.
That was a ball.
Oxford has been a little cold at the plate in his last 5 games, hitting only 133. That's in there for a strike. He just really needs to make contact here, and it'll most likely score a run. Bard's infield is back. Fryer is playing even with the bag at first. That's going to be a bouncing ball to Rudd. He's going to make the throw to Fryer for the out. And Bergman comes in to score.
Number 10, Kieran McGrath.
It's going to be an RBI ground out for Ethan Fox Fernandez. And Vassar now leads 2-1. I'm going to bring up Kieran McGrath, the second baseman. He walked in his first at-bat to lead off the second inning. First pitch he sees is a strike. That's for a ball. He's also red hot in his last 5 games, hitting .550. He's looking to get started again for Vassar here in the third inning. Fouled off. Lord just completely lost the grip of that one. Straight to the backstop. That pitch looked like a, we're going to bring it way back to Wild Thing Ricky Vaughn on that pitch. The ball's well out of the zone, right to the backstop. That misses for a ball. The count is full to McGrath. That misses outside for another walk.
Number 14, Jack Vescuvian.
And Coach Gomez is going to come out for a mound visit here with Jack Biskupiak stepping in. He flew out to shallow right field to second baseman Jack Rivlin in his first at-bat. There's no action right now in the Bard bullpen. All right, so the mound visit is over. There's 2 outs here in the top of the third. Vassar has a runner on first base. They're currently leading 2-1. Lear having a lot of trouble finding the strike zone right now. It's 1-0. That's up for a ball. It's 2-0. That's in for a strike. 2-1. Breaking balls in there for a strike. It's now 2-2 to Skupiak. A runner goes. It's a called strike 3. And that's going to end the third inning. Oh, it's going to be 2 runs on 1 hit. No errors. 1 left on for Vassar. Through 2.5, they lead 2-1. Marriott will be out for his 3rd inning of work here in the 3rd inning. It's going to be 9-1-2 in the lineup for Bard. All right, folks, we have finished our locker room renovation in the Stevenson Athletic Center. The renovation included the expansion of 4 existing team rooms as well as the addition of a 5th team room space. The renovations will feature amenities including updated lockers, updated branding, and bigger team room spaces. Varsity student athletes and community members will all benefit from the rejuvenation of the larger communal locker room spaces as well. If you'd like to name a locker with a gift of $2,500 or more, please go to bardathletics.com, click on the Donate to the Locker splash page, and follow the instructions to name a locker. It will be outlined in the form. Donors of $100 or more will have their name added to the donor wall in the Stevenson Athletic Center. And as always, Bard Athletics thanks you for your support. All right, so we're heading into the bottom of the 3rd inning here, and right fielder Johnny O'Connor will be leading things off. So far this season, Johnny's hitting .188. He has 3 hits at 16 at-bats. First pitch is a strike. He scored a run, and he's driven in a run. I mean, as he's looking to find it at the plate, he is definitely contributing to Bard in the field. He got a chance to show off his arm on Wednesday, throwing out a Williams runner at home plate. It's going to be a 2-hopper to second base. McGrath over to Anello, and there's 1 down.
Number 41, Lachlan Rudd.
That brings up a leadoff man, Lachlan Rudd, who walked to start Bard's 1st inning and came around to score.
So you gotta go back to 41.
So the second column never plays.
No. It's just that lineup that's up there.
Fly ball out to right field. Handled by Dash Edwards, and there's 2 down.
Number 26, Jack Leandry.
Gonna bring up the center fielder, Jack Leandry. Leandry laid down a sacrifice bunt in the first inning to move right over. That was handled by pitcher Grant Marriott, but Marriott threw it away. Leandry reached base. First pitch in there for a strike. The 0-1 is inside for a ball. It's 1-1. Outside for a ball, 2-1. That's in there for a strike, 2-2. That ball's in the air to short. And that's going to be a quick 1-2-3 inning in the third here for Bard. 3 innings are complete at Honeyfield. Vassar leads 2-1. That's 2 straight innings. Bard has gone down 1-2-3, keeping Marriott's pitch count low.
And as we go to the top of the fourth inning, remember in the middle of the fourth, there will be baseball.
It's going to be 7, 8, 9 in the order for Vassar coming up here in the third to face Lear. All right, left fielder Eric Wallach will lead things off. He walked in the second inning. Wallach appeared in Vassar's game on the first verse, Mount St. Vincent. He did not record an official at bat. That's low for a ball. Way outside and high, 2-0. Looks like there is some movement in the Bard bullpen. Looks like Jackson Sprinzen is starting to warm up. Break ball's in there for a strike. It's 2-1. One hopper to third, handled by Woodward. Over to Fryer for the out. The first batter in the fourth is retired. Going to bring up first baseman Aiden Anello. He singled in his first at bat in the second inning. First pitch foul. Anello was 1 for 5 in Vassar's last game versus Mount St. Vincent. He drove in a run. That ball missed for. It's not 1-1. And that's in there for a strike. A ground ball right up the middle. Blair couldn't handle it. That was a hot shot right back at him, and it's up the middle for a single. Aiden Anello, 2 for 2, 2 singles on the day. It's going to bring up shortstop Nick Priatzelis. He bounced into a 5-5-3 double play with the bases loaded in his first at bat in the second inning. That's going to be back to Larry. Looks to second. One hopper to second base. He got him. Close play at second, but Larry got it there in time.
Number 5, Noah Townsend.
It was a bit of an awkward throw, but he was at an awkward angle when he fielded it. So it got there in time, and we recorded the second out of the inning. It's going to bring up the top of the order for the Brewers and Noah Townsend. And he's walked in, grounded out in his 2 at-bats so far today. And it's high for a ball. Earlier checking on Anello at first base. And Anello goes, and it's fouled off. And Anello stays put this time. That was fouled off for a strike. It went to 1-2 to Townsend. And there's 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Anello goes. Bouncing ball. That was... Rivlin tried to make the play on the left side of second base as he was already coming over to cover. It's a tough play there. And it's going to be first and second for Vassar.
Number 7, Dash Edwards.
All right, it's going to bring up right fielder Dash Edwards. He's 0 for 0 on the day so far with a walk and a sacrifice bunt. He has scored a run. The official score on that last play was an error to the second baseman, Rivlin. And that's in it for a strike. That's going to be a ground ball through to left side. No throw to home as Webb gets it into the cutoff man, and Vassar pushes another one across to make it 3-1.
Number 2, Jensen Bergman.
They're going to bring up the number 3 hitter, Jensen Bergman. He hit a bomb to left center field. There's a one-hopper off the fence. And he drove in a run. He later scored. He struck out looking in his first at-bat. And he's up here with 2 on and 2 down. Fouled off 0-1. That's hit right at Johnny O'Connor in right field. And then he'll take it to end the 4th inning.
And it's baseball trivia time. First correct answer up here.
All right, 1 run on 2 hits, 1 error, and 2 were left on for Vassar in the 4th. They currently lead 3-1.
25 Little League World Series. First correct answer at the booth. Your pair of sunglasses.
All right, coming up in the 4th inning is the 3, 4, 5 slots in the lineup for Bard.
It's a hard one. I think it was gonna be hard.
Well, Marriott is taking his warm-ups. It'll be his 4th inning of work coming up.
Maybe ask the question again.
Once more, which Little League team won the 2025 Little League World Series? Chinese Taipei, correct answer. We would have expected Taiwan as well. Congratulations. Next trivia question, middle of the 7th inning, a Bard bag with these prize there.
To 13.
All right, leading off the 4th inning for the Raptors is going to be second baseman Jack Rivlin.
Jack Rivlin.
He popped out to the first baseman Aiden Anello in the 1st inning. In his last 5 games, Rivlin hitting 200. Looking to get things started here in the 4th inning for the Raptors. First pitch in there for a strike. Now, Rivlin was 1 for 2 on Wednesday versus Williams with a run scored. That's low for a ball. It's 1-1. That's in the first strike. It's 1-2 to Jack Rivlin. That's going to be a base hit right up the middle for Jack Rivlin to start things off for the Raptors in the 4th.
Number 12.
That's going to bring up the cleanup hitter, Angus Woodward. He grounded out to the second baseman in his first at bat, drove in a run. Well, not only is Angus getting it done at the plate, he's doing a great job fielding his position. On Wednesday, he came in the 9th inning with the tying run on base as a pitcher and got the save in his pitching debut here for Bard. First pitch hits him, and it'll be first and second with nobody down.
Number 34, Elias Grossfogel.
I'm going to bring up Elias Grossfogel. Like we talked about earlier, he's the leading hitter in the Liberty League currently. He struck out in his first at-bat. And the first pitch is fouled off. He is, in his last game, he's hitting 500. Both runners are off on the pitch, no throw, and they'll both move up a bag. So now it'll be second and third with nobody down. And it's again fouled off. It's 0-2. It doesn't get any easier for Marriott with Jamie Fryer waiting on deck. 2 runners on. Vassar has moved the infield in now, and it's 1-2. Plate umpire just now checks with the plate umpire if Grossvogel offered at that pitch. Fouled off again. And 1-2. Just missed. 2-2. Tough pitch to take there. Oh, excuse me. It's 3-2. Oh, the count is full. And that's going to be ball 4, but the ball gets away, and Rivlin's going to score, and Woodward's going to move up to third base.
Number 11, Jamie Fryer.
And that brings up Jamie Fryer, the first baseman. He flew out to right field at his first at bat. It's going to be now 3-2 with Vassar in the lead. Bart has first and third with nobody out. That ball's popped up to second base. Nope, it's going to go into right field. Right center field. Woodward tags on the play, and he's going to be in there. That ball was in shallow center field. It was caught by the right fielder, Dash Edwards. Woodward was still able to score. It's going to go as a sac fly RBI for Fryer on the shallow fly ball. And now we're going to be all tied up at 3 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. It's going to bring up Xavier Webb, the left fielder. And Webb flew out to center field in his first at bat. That ball's in the air toward the Bard dugout. There's room. Aiden Anella's going to make the play in front of the Raptors dugout for the out.
Number 10, Andrew Plen.
Going to bring up the catcher, Andrew Plen. He popped up to the second baseman in his first at bat. So there's 2 outs now here in the 4th inning. 1 man on for the Raptors. First pitch is a ball. Outside for a ball. Plen hitting .467 in his last 5 games played behind the plate. Marriott checks on the runner. Yes, we're going to miss 4 Plen. Fouled off. That ball's ripped in the center field, right at Jensen Bergman for the out, and that's going to end the threat in the fourth inning. But Bard has managed to tie up the game. We're all tied up at 3 through 4 here on the campus of Bard College. And Charles Lair will be taking the mound for his 5th inning of work. He'll be facing Ethan Fox Fernandez, Kieran McGrath, and Jack Biskupiak. Looking ahead at Bard's upcoming games. And tomorrow on April 4th, they're going to be traveling to Poughkeepsie to face this same Vassar team in a doubleheader. It's going to be a 3-game set with Vassar. And tomorrow's games will be at Vassar College in Poughkeepsie. The start times are 12 noon and 3 p.m.
Number 11, Ethan Fox.
All right, so we're into the top of the 5th. Cleanup hitter Ethan Fox Fernandez stepping in. He's 0 for 2 so far. He's grounded out to the second baseman Rivlin and to the shortstop Lachlan Rudd so far. He has driven in 1 run. First pitch is a ball. And also misses ball 2. Misses again. The 3-0 from Lair. That's going to be in there for a strike. Fox Fernandez thought he had I don't know why he thought he had ball 4. That was right in the middle of the zone. He doesn't have much an argument there. That was clearly a strike. Nope, now he gets his walk to start the 5th inning.
Number 10.
Well, for 3 of his 5 innings, Lear has walked the leadoff man, and in one of the other innings, it was the second batter that walked. We have Kieran McGrath, the second baseman, who has 2 walks so far on the day. And he's going to drop down the bunt. Lear fields it. 1 hopper to first, handled by Fryer for the out. Nice job there, Jamie Fryer at first base.
Number 14, Jack Biskupiak.
Gonna bring up the catcher, Jack Biskupiak. And he's 0 for 2. He's popped out to second and struck out looking in his 2 at-bats so far today. Misses for a ball. Nine outside. 2-0. Lear delivers. That's going to miss outside. To 3-0. In there for a strike. That's in there for a strike. Skupiak also thought he had a walk. Again, that looked like a strike from here. Oh, and he thought he had to walk again. Ruben Ramirez says, and he was punched out for the strikeout. I do believe the home plate umpire might get tired of Vassar flipping their bats on every pitch that they think is a ball. And he punched Skupiak out for the second out of the inning. Going to bring up the left fielder, Eric Wallach. He's 0 for 1 with a walk so far. Well, there's one on here with 2 down in the top of the 5th inning. Lear delivers. That's in there for a strike. Lear's pitch count creeping up towards 100 right now. I believe he's at 92 pitches. Inside for a ball. Well, Plen did not like Wallach in the way there as he was trying to field the ball. Gave him a nice little shove to get out of the way. That shove was good. It reminded me of an incident that happened when I was at college playing Ultimate Frisbee. Kind of the same situation. That's a fly ball to right field. O'Connor's tracking it, and he makes the play. We'll get back to my Ultimate Frisbee story here at the bottom of the inning. But we're through 4.5 innings, and we're all tied up at 3 here at Honeyfield.
I already knew she was bringing a better way. Like, oh my God.
Again, fans, we have finished our locker room renovations in the Stevenson Athletic Center. The renovation included the expansion of 4 existing team rooms as well as an addition of a 5th team room space. The renovations will feature amenities including updated lockers, updated branding, and bigger team room spaces. Varsity student athletes and community members will all benefit from the rejuvenation of the larger communal locker room spaces. If you would like to name a locker with a gift of $2,500 or more, please go to bardathletics.com, click on the Donate to the Locker splash page, and follow the instructions to name a locker. Donors of $100 or more will have their names added to the donor wall in the Stevenson Athletic Center. Everyone here at Bard College thanks you for your continued support. All right, so Grant Marriott's out there taking his warm-ups for his 5th inning of work. Where he'll be facing Johnny O, leading things off here in the 5th.
Leading off for Bard, number 30, Johnny O'Connor.
O'Connor's 0 for 1 so far. He grounded out to second in his first at-bat. All right, so I was telling you that push by Plen there on the batter reminded me of a brawl I inadvertently sparked off playing Ultimate Frisbee in college. I never played Ultimate Frisbee. The Frisbee dropped in front of me. I gave the opposing player the same kind of forearm push off the Frisbee. Apparently that's a no-no at Ultimate Frisbee, and a brouhaha broke out. And as usual, I started the trouble, just walked away and let my teammates handle it. And that was, I think, week 1 at my at school. So it was a good start. Swing and a miss for O'Connor. It helped me gain legendary status among the Ultimate Frisbee League, though, for the rest of the season in intramurals. Cut on and missed again by O'Connor. Woo, that ball's ripped towards the Vassar dugout. What it hit the fence. No harm, no foul. The count remains 1-2 to Johnny O. That's low for a ball. It'll be 2-2. O'Connor, the leadoff batter in the 5th inning here for Bard.
Yeah, they get the Chiefs 26 pitch, but I don't think
That's low. The count will be full 3-2. And 2 hopper to short. Oh, the throw goes wild.
No, he did not turn. Yeah.
There was some debate there if Vassar was trying to get the tag out if O'Connor turned towards second base on the throw, but he did not. He got tangled up with the first baseman a little bit there. He did not attempt to make a move towards second base, so he'll be safe at first on the wild throw by Nick Ritzolis at shortstop. All right, it's going to bring up the top of the order in shortstop Lachlan Rudd. Head coach Skelly is out to get an explanation from the base umpire, Frank Parker, on his ruling. It did not appear that O'Connor was making a move towards second base. He was tangled up with the first baseman there.
I've seen guys get called out because they did this.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know.
I wasn't.
No, he just ran. He thought about it.
That, yeah, you could, but that's barely. Yo, eject right now.
All right, on Wednesday's game versus Williams College, Lachlan had 3 at-bats. He was 1 for 3, but he scored 2 runs. And again, he made an outstanding play at shortstop. The tying run was rounding second. It was going to be an infield single. Williams was going to have the tying run on base. And for some reason, the runner for Williams tried to advance to third base. And Lachlan Rudd made a heads-up play through to the third baseman Hermazabal and ended the game with it out at third base. And they won 14-13. A slow roller towards second. Hud tussling down the line. They'll make the play. And O'Connor will move to second base.
Jack Leandry.
And that's going to go 4-3 there. The second baseman, McGrath, handled that slow roller over to Anello for the out. Johnny O'Connor's at second base with 1 down. And Jack Leandry stepping in. And that ball was high and inside to Leandry. And he's 0 for 1 to sacrifice so far today.
It's because the weather's nice right
That's outside for a ball. 2-1. Leandry, that's going to be caught in center field by Jensen Bergman. Thought it had a shot at getting down, but the ball stayed up for the out. O'Connor is unable to advance, and it's going to bring up the number 3 hitter, Jack Rivlin. Rivlin singled up the middle, had a stolen base, and later scored in the 4th inning. And he's 1 for 2 on the day. That's going to be inside for a ball. All right, so Angus Woodward is on deck. I didn't get a chance to check today. Angus has been known to hustle to the plate and not get much of his walk-up song played. We're going to see how he does today. That ball's in the air to center field, right at Bergman, and that's going to end the 5th inning for Bard. No runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 left on in the 5th, and we're all tied up at 3.
So go to pitching and click 22. Yeah.
We're heading into the top of the 6th inning. And we got a pitching change here for the Raptors. Southmore righty Jackson Sprinzen's going to take the mound. Jackson hails from Washington, D.C.
Sorry, I usually have a MacBook, so I don't know how strong this shit.
This is going to be Jackson's 7th appearance on the season. I believe all but 1 are in relief. He's currently pitching to a 9.90 ERA. He's 0-1 on the season. He has 10 total innings pitched. He's given up 10 hits, 12 runs on 11 earned. He's walked 8. He has struck out 5. He has been struggling with his control a bit so far this season. He has 7 wild pitches and he has 6 hit batsmen to go with his 8 walks. And he's coming in here in the 6th in a tie ball game. His last outing was on March 26th versus Mount St. Mary. He went 3 1/3 innings. He gave up 4 hits, 6 runs, 5 of them were earned. He walked 2 and struck out 2.
Number 18, Aiden Anello.
All right, first baseman Aiden Anello is going to lead off the 6th inning here for the Brewers. He's 2 for 2, 2 singles and a run scored.
Leo, could you do the
37 miles per hour, 81 miles per hour.
First pitch is in there to ball. Clocking in at 81 miles an hour for Sprinzen. That's in there for a strike, 21. The 1-1. Just misses 2-1. Bounce a ball towards Woodward. It's going to be foul. It's going to be 2-2. Sprints and delivers. Way outside for a ball, 3-2. The 3-2. Fouled off. There is a Jackson Sprints and fan club in the stands today. You can hear them in the booth. They're excited he's out there. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Sprints and takes down the leadoff man with a strikeout. It's going to bring up the shortstop, Nick Kriatsalis. 0 for 2 on the day. He grounded into a double play with the bases loaded. In his first at bat, he bounced back to the pitcher, Charles Lear, in his last at bat in the 4th inning. First pitch swinging, 0-1. Inside for a ball. That's high for a ball. Springs and delivers. Ground ball. It's going to get through the diving Woodward and Rudd for a single to the left side.
Number 5, Noah Townsend.
Kriatsalis is on with a single with 1 out. It's going to bring up the top of the order in third baseman Noah Townsend. Townsend so far today, he's 0 for 2 with a walk. Reached on a Rivlin error in his last at bat in the 4th inning. Well, there's 1 on, 1 out here for the Brewers. That's in there for a strike. Susan snaps one over to first. Kriatsalis is back. And snaps another one over there to keep him close. Again, and so does not want Kriatsalis moving from first base. It's 3 throws in a row over to first. It doesn't have a big lead. That's ripped right at Lachlan Rudd. He makes a diving catch to his left for the out. Nice job, Lachlan Rudd. Taking away a single from Noah Townsend.
Number 7, Dash Edwards.
Well, there's going to be 2 down now. It's going to bring up the right fielder, Dash Edwards. Nash is 1 for 1 with an RBI, a run scored. He's walked. And he laid down a sacrifice bunt in his first at-bat. That ball's deep to right field. O'Connor's on his horse. He's not going to get there. It's a one-hopper off the wall. Kratla's coming all the way around the score. And Edwards is going to be in with a stand-up double RBI. That ball was hammered to right field.
Number 2, Jensen Bergman.
One hopper off the wall. Going to bring up the number 3 hitter, the only junior in the lineup for the Brewers, Jensen Bergman. He's 1 for 3 on the day with an RBI triple. And they're going to put him on intentionally. All right, so now there's 2 outs here. There's now 2 on for Vassar.
Ethan Fox Fernandez.
It's going to bring up the cleanup hitter, Ethan Fox Fernandez. He's 0 for 2 with a walk so far today with a run batted in.
Oh, is it Union? So they just told me they're too scared.
All right, so now putting him on creates a force out at Eddie base now with runners at first and second and 2 down. First pitch is a ball to Fox Fernandez. Low for a ball.
And we had 2 runners on base, right? With 2 outs, lost in. And they pitched to her. They ball straight. And then the next thing you know, she had a ball. First pitch, gone.
It's emphasized for ball 3. 3-0 to Fox Fernandez. Sprints his pitch in there for a strike. It's 3-1. Team sprints it. It's just getting louder in the stands. It's every strike he throws. I don't know if it's so much a team. It sounds like it's one person that's just behind Jackson here all the way. Fouled off. Count's going to be full.
It's flat. It's not a mountain. There's no hole.
Why did they say when they pitched it, they were 72 mile per hour or something? It's 100 mile per hour. Why do they say
Because of the wind.
The 3-2 runners go. Called strike 3. Fox Fernandez for the 5th time as a Vassar batter threw his bat to the dugout like he had ball 4. And home plate umpire Ruben Ramirez punches him out to end the inning. So Vassar got 1 run on 2 hits. No errors. 2 were left on base. We're in the middle of the 6th inning and they lead 4-3. All right, Grant Mariotti is taking his warm-up throws. Start his 6th inning at work. He's going to be facing Angus Lunt Woodward, Elias Grossfogel, and Jamie Fryer. The meat of the barred order here in the bottom of the 6th inning with a 1-run lead. All right, we're ready to go here in the 6th. Angus Lunt Woodward's going to lead things off. He's 0 for 1 on the day. He does have an RBI, a stolen base, and a run. He was hit by a pitch in the 4th in his last at bat. Angus is the number 3 hitter currently in the Liberty League. He's hitting .449 currently. His first pitch is over his head for a ball. That's going to be 2-0 to Woodward.
I'd love it if you held that gun. Stop being so mean. So stingy.
That's in it for a strike. It's 3-1 to Angus Woodward to lead off the bottom of the 6th inning for the Raptors. And that's going to be ball 4. Leadoff man is on.
Number 34.
That's going to bring up designated hitter Elias Grossfogel. He's 0 for 1 with a walk so far today. East Southmore comes to us from San Francisco, California. Right, it's going to bring a mound visit from Vassar pitching coach Beth Greenwood. For his career, Elias is 377 hitter. Most of the damage has come this year, as he hit 250 in his first season last year in 14 games played. He's currently over 500 for 2026. The first pitch swinging, fly ball out to right. Dash Edwards drifts into right center field for the first out of the 6th.
Jamie Fryer.
I'm going to bring up first baseman Jamie Fryer. He's 0 for 1 with a sac fly RBI so far today. He's put the ball in the air to right field in both of his at-bats so far. Woodward still at first base, and he's taking off now. He's going to be in there with a stolen bag. It's going to be Angus's second stolen base of the day. Oh, that's going to be a base hit to right. Woodward's going to be held at third. Going to be a base hit for Jamie Fryer. It's going to be first and third. With one down here in the 6th for the Raptors. That's going to bring up left fielder Xavier Webb. He's 0 for 2 so far today. Fouled out to the first baseman in his last at bat. The first pitch swinging, that ball is skied towards the pitching mound. Third baseman Noah Townsend calls off Marriott and makes the out.
Number 10, Andrew Plen.
Going to bring up the catcher Andrew Plen. He's 0 for 2 in a day. Hit the ball on the nose in his last at bat. It was a line drive out to center field to end the 4th. When he's up here in the 6th, Bart's down 1. They have a man on third. Also a man on first. First pitch in for a strike. Ooh, that ball's behind him. Here comes Woodward to the plate. There's going to be a play at home, and they got him. Biskubiak fielded the ball off the backstop and got it to the pitcher Marriott, who was covering, to end the 6th inning. And Vassar holds on to their 4-3 lead. Biskubiak made a great play there. That pitch was behind the batter to the backstop. He got it to Grant Marriott, who put the tag down on Lunt Woodward. And we're heading into the 7th inning. All right, Jackson Sprinzen's coming out for his 2nd inning. He'll start the 7th inning on the mound. He's going to be facing 5, 6, 7 in the Vassar order. McGrath, Biskubiak, and Wallach.
Oh, I just went and didn't send it. Oh, that's
So for his career, Sprinzen is a sophomore. It's going to be his 18th total appearance. And pitching to a career 10.80 ERA. He's 0-1 in the one loss column. Again, he had a start earlier this year. His other 17 appearances have all been in relief. Kieran McGrath's going to lead things off, the second baseman. Does not have an official at-bat today. He had a sacrifice bunt in his last at-bat, and he's walked twice. First pitch for a ball. Fouled off, 21. The Jackson Sprinzen fan base still going strong here in the 7th. That's inside for a ball. The 2-1. Ground ball handled by Lunt Woodward down on a knee. Strong throw to Fryer for the out. Lunt Woodward showing off that arm there. He went down on a knee to field that ball. Threw a strike over to Fryer. They're going to bring up the catcher, Jack Biskubiak, who just made a fine play in the field to end the 6th inning, getting Lunt Woodward at home. Tried to score on a wild pitch. He's 0 for 3 at the plate. He struck out looking in his last 2 at-bats. Fly ball to left center. Leandry tracks it for the 2nd out of the inning.
Number 24.
Going to bring up the left fielder, Eric Wallach. He's 0 for 2 on a day with a walk. He flew out to Johnny O in right field in his last at-bat.
trying to get past that.
Inside for a ball. That's in it for a strike. Yeah, it's a 1-1. That ball's in the air. Johnny O's tracking it towards center field. He's not going to get there. It's going to be in the gap. 2 hops off the wall. Walks rounding second, headed to third. The throw from Rivlin.
Oh, he got him.
He got him! Johnny O getting it to Rivlin on the relay. Well, Woodward puts the tag down and the inning is over. Wall trying to stretch it into a triple. Skelly, Vassar's manager for the fourth or fifth time this game is out to argue a call.
Music.
I mean, because it got down. It went down.
And we're in the seventh inning stretch here at Bard College on Kids Day. Vassar currently leads 4-3. Vassar's manager has had this is about discussion number 6 with the umpires today. He is clearly not happy with any close call that is being made.
Number 19, Sage Roy Urban.
All right, so the Brewers are going to the bullpen. They're bringing in another lefty. It's going to be junior Sage Roy Berman, hailing from Alameda, California. His 6th appearance of the season. He currently has a 5.63 ERA. He's 1-1 so far on the season. He's pitched 8 innings. He's given up 5 hits, 6 runs. 5 of them have been earned. He's walked 10, struck out 13.
Which one director are you in? This one? Is he the pitcher?
All right, in the 7th inning,
Yeah, but he was the
for Bard, it's going to be catcher Andrew Plen. He was at bat when Woodward was thrown out at home plate on the wild pitch to end the 6th inning. So he'll be leading off the 7th inning here for Bard. They trail by 1. The score is 4-3.
It was him. I just hopped up with that.
First pitch in there for a strike. Plen looking to get on base any way he can here. This time is getting short for Bard. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning here. Held off there for a ball. The 1-2 outside for a ball. It's 2-2. Andrew Plen. And Plen so far today is 0 for 2. Bouncing ball right at the second baseman McGrath. Over to Anello, and it's the first out of the 7th inning.
Number 30, Johnny O'Connor.
Gonna bring up Johnny O, the right fielder. He's 0 for 2 so far today. He reached on an error by the shortstop, Kritsolis, in the 5th inning. And it's going to be a ball. It's 1-0. Outside for a ball. It's 2-0 to O'Connor.
Does it do to RPI?
Swung on a miss. It's 2-1. Roy Berman's last outing was on the 29th of March versus Union College. He went 1 2/3 innings. Did not give up a run or a hit. Swung on a miss, 2-2. In that outing, Roy Berman struck out 4, walked 1. Kind of got a piece of that. That'll remain 2-2. Fouled off, kind of fighting this at bat, trying to get on base any way he can. Bird does need some base runners here in the 7th. Oh, Johnny O took one on the foot there, and he'll take first base. He was hit by the pitch.
Number 41, Lachlan Rudd.
We're going to bring up the top of the order. It's shortstop Lachlan Rudd. Lachlan so far today 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. It was 1 on, 1 out here in the Bard half of the 7th inning. They trail by 1. Low for ball. It's 1-0. That's low for a ball. 2-0. And that's going to miss. It's 3-0. The 3-0's in there for a strike. 3-1. Fouled off. The count is full. As you guys could see, Vassar has some rather unique uniforms they're wearing today. Maroon pants with white belts. Gray jerseys with some maroon sleeves. Definitely a unique look. We're looking to go down the right field line there. It's foul. I'm just feeling like more of an adult softball league look with this with Vassar's uniforms today. O'Connor's off on the pitch. It's ball 4.
Number 26.
All right, it's going to bring up Jack Leandry, this center fielder. He flew out to center in his last at-bat, looking for his first hit today. And he's got 2 runners on here with 1 down. And that's going to bring a mound visit out for Skelly and the Brewers. All right, Mount Visitors Leandry's ready to go. The Econ Major from Shavertown, Pennsylvania. He's a true utility man. He could play the infield or the outfield. He's already played several positions for Bard this season.
I thought it was two per. Oh, right.
What's the difference?
First pitch misses for a ball. That's a slow roller handled by the first baseman, Anello. He's not going to get Leandry. He was hustling all the way. That's going to go as a single and an error on the throw to first base. Johnny O'Connor comes around the score to tie it. Leandry hustles in the second, and Rudd's sitting at third base. So we're now tied up here at 4 with 1 down in the 7th. And Bard has runners on second and third with their number 3 man batting, Jack Rivlin. And Jack is 1 for 3 on the day. He flew out to center in his last at bat. He singled up the middle in the 4th. He stole the base, and he later scored. The first pitch to him is low. It's 1-0. In the molten hot part of the Bard lineup, the next 3 batters are waiting to face Roy Berman. Infield was in, a ground ball to short. Rudd was running on contact, and they're going to get him at the plate. That was the only way they were going to get him. The ball was hit right at the shortstop, Creed Solis. And Rudd's running on contact there, but Vassar was playing on the infield grass, and they cut Rudd down at home. So it's going to bring up cleanup man Angus and Lunt Woodward. His runner's currently on first and third now with 2 down. Rivlin takes off for second. He takes it without a throw. Lunt Woodward so far is 0 for 1 today. He's walked. He's been hit by a pitch. He's stole 2 bases. He scored, and he's driven in a run. He was cut down at home in the last inning trying to score on a wild pitch. Roy Berman's pitch over Lunt Woodward's head for a ball. It's 2-1. And that's high for ball. It's 3-1. 2 down, 2 out. We're all tied up at 4 here in the bottom of the 7th inning. And that's high for a ball, and Lunt Woodward will take first base. So that'll load him up.
34, Elias Grossvogel.
It's going to bring up designated hitter Elias Grossvogel, the leading hitter in the Liberty League. So far today, he's 0 for 2 with a walk. Coach Andy Salator calls time just to give Elias a nice big hug before his at bat.
Southpaw time. Nope, I told you I do.
Oh, come on.
Bro.
And that's going to bring Coach Skelly out for a pitching change here
Who's this?
before the Grossvogel at bat.
31.
31?
Give him my chicken fried song.
Something
I already have one on.
something that will not get them hype. Like, won't get them hype at all.
Mustard? No, not that one.
You already know. Oh, yo, he's actually so bothered. Oh my. She actually got in his head. He just kept laughing. He kept looking over. That's great. Yo, she should be good at everything.
Now pitching for Vassar, number 31, Danny Vassar.
Laughing at her. Actually messed up.
All right, the new pitcher for Vassar is going to be senior righty Danny Wellner, hailing from Wynwood, Pennsylvania. It's going to be his 7th appearance on the season. Having a good season so far. His ERA is 3.38. He's pitched a total of 8 innings, only given up 5 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them were earned. He's walked 8 and struck out 8.
Like really bad stuff.
I need to make like a just one with just that.
For his career, Wellner has 25 appearances prior to today with an 8.18 ERA, a career record of 2-3. Oh, today is appearance number 26. 24 of his appearances have been from the bullpen. For his career, he's walked 33, struck out 32. The opponents have hit 291 off of him. When he comes in here, in the bottom of the 7th in a tie game, and the bases are loaded, and he's facing the top hitter in the league, in Elias Grossvogel.
Once again, number 34.
No.
First pitch, fouled off.
Oh, I think he's talking trash to them. The teacher, we're not like this.
This is a good game.
I like this. This is a good shit. I like messiness. I love it. It's so
Wellner delivers. Off speed, it's going to be 0-2. There seems to be some back and forth between Wellner and Grossvogel between pitches. Wellner has the biggest smile on his face as he's ready to deliver here, the 0-2. It's going to be a wild pitch. Here comes Leandry to the plate, and he's going to score. Wellner maybe focused too much on the batter, Grossvogel. After they exchange words, he throws a wild pitch, and the leading run comes in to score. Rivlin moves up to third, Angus Woodward to second base. Ball's up and inside for a ball. I don't even know how to describe what Grossvogel's doing to Wellner now. He got quite a booty shake after that inside pitch. Back at Wellner. It's 2-2. And he struck him out to end the inning.
Fans, we owe you a trivia question. Here's a Bard.
All right, so 7 innings are complete here at Honeyfield. Bard leads 5-4.
With the correct answer to this question, who was named most valuable player in the 2025 MLB World Series? 2025.
All right, it's trivia time here at Honeyfield. The question is, who was the MVP in last season's World Series? I know the first prize was a pair of sunglasses. I'm not sure what the prize is for this one. But to start off the 8th, Jackson Sprinzen is still out on the mound for Bard. He's going to be facing 8-9-1 in the order. Aiden Anello is going to be leading things off for the Brewers.
Oh, I just got told that.
Oh, no, you can't hear it all the way over there.
Coming from the admin.
All right, we're ready to go here in the 8th inning. It's going to be first baseman Aiden Anello leading things off. He's 2 for 3 on the day, 2 singles and a run scored. Sprints it out for his 3rd inning of work for the Raptors. Oh man, it was a good giveaway today. It looked like an official Bard bag going out for the trivia question. Sprints its first pitch to Anello is a ball.
Alex, really?
And for those of you playing along at home, Yamamoto, the Dodgers pitcher, was the World Series MVP last year.
Yeah, it's already.
That's in there for a strike. And it's 1-2 to Anello. And it's fouled off. This remains 1-2 to Anello.
He's played how many rounds of baseball?
That's the craziest.
That's inside for a ball. Now, 2 arms getting loose in the Bard bullpen. It's Graham Williams and Tom Maxwell. A 2-2 from Sprinzen. Outside for a ball. Count is full to Anello to lead off the 8th inning. Oh, that ball just missed. Oh, nope. The home plate umpire checks with first base umpire Frank Parker, and he says Anello offered at it for the strikeout to start the 8th inning. Gonna bring up Nick Kriatsalis, the shortstop. 1 for 3 on the day. He singled and scored his last at bat in the 6th inning. First pitch is ripped into left field for a single. It's going to be his 2nd hit of today.
Number 5, Noah Townsend.
I'm going to bring up the leadoff man, Noah Townsend. 0 for 3 with a walk so far today. Well, there's a one out with one on here in the top of the 8th inning for the Brewers. And they trail 5-4. Fly ball to O'Connor in right. He's under it. And there's 2 down.
Number 7, Dash Edwards.
Going to bring up right fielder Dash Edwards. He's hitting the ball hard today. He's 2 for 3. He's 2 for 2. He has 2 RBIs. He scored a run. He dropped a sacrifice bunt down in the 1st inning, and he's also walked. Runner goes. Plen's throw not in time is going to be a stolen base for Kriatsalis. And he'll be in scoring position with 2 down here. Outside for a ball. 2-0. That ball's ripped through the hole between short and third. Here comes Kriatsalis to home. Webb's throw not in time. And it's going to be an RBI single for Dash Edwards to tie things up here at 5 in the 8th.
Number 2, Jensen Bergman.
That's going to bring up the center fielder Jensen Bergman, the captain of the Brewers. He's 1 for 3 on the day with an RBI, a run scored. He was intentionally walked in his last at bat in the 6th inning. And here comes head coach Andy Salvatore out to the mound.
Looks like Graham Williams.
Yep, 24. So go to pitching and then you'll see 24. Don't play it just yet.
Play it as he like walks out of the.
He waves out. I don't think she can see with the pole.
I'll let you know that.
Where is he?
He's in the bullpen. Just way down that way.
No.
Oh, 24.
Oh, he is it?
Oh no.
No, it's not.
No,
it's 11.
it's
Maxwell.
11.
31.
31. You can play right now. This is such a good song.
All right, so the Raptors are going to the bullpen.
Maxwell, yep.
Now pitching for Bar.
It's going to be sophomore righty, number 31, Tom Maxwell. Tom hails from Miami, Florida. He comes in with things tied up here in the 8th inning. It's going to be Maxwell's 5th appearance of the season. He's currently 0-0 with 1 save. He has a 12.71 ERA in 5 2/3 innings pitched. He's given up 5 hits so far this season, 9 runs, 8 of them being earned. He's walked 6 and struck out 7. And again, fans, we have finished our locker room renovations in the Stevenson Athletic Center. The renovation included expansion of 4 existing team rooms as well as the addition of a 5th team room space. The renovations will feature amenities including updated lockers, updated branding, and bigger team room spaces. Varsity student athletes and community members will all benefit from the rejuvenation of the larger communal locker room spaces. If you'd like to name a locker with a gift of $2,500 or more, go to bardathletics.com, click on the Donate to the Locker splash page, and follow the instructions to name a locker. Donors of $100 or more will have their names added to the donor wall in the Stevenson Athletic Center. once again, everyone at Bard College, thanks you for your support. All right, Maxwell finished his warm-up pitches, but I think it's some sort of uniform issue that the umpires are having.
Sound never ever crosses that line.
Yeah, they didn't like that Maxwell had an arm sleeve on, so they make him take it off.
That's ridiculous.
So now both of his jack forearms are out for public view.
That's ridiculous.
I guess he probably didn't see you, right?
Well, it's gonna feel weird now. So that's horrible.
It has to be white. Is there a white one? Does
I think because he only had one on. Like if he had a long sleeves, he would have been fine.
Huh?
Because they were different. It's just weird stuff with pictures. It's like so stupid.
People worried about that.
All right, so Maxwell is sleeveless and Bergman's in the box and we're ready to go here. And there's 2 outs, 1 on for Vassar. And we're tied up at 5.
They're just throwing off his.
This game is so close.
Yeah.
First pitch is outside for a ball. And next pitch is also outside for a ball. It's 2-0. That's low. 3-0 to Bergman. That's a 4-pitch walk to Bergman, and Vassar will have runners at first and second with 2 down.
Number 11, Ethan Fox.
Going to bring up their cleanup hitter, designated hitter Ethan Fox Fernandez.
Yep, 24.
He's an 0 for 3 on the day with an RBI and a walk.
Yep, Graham Williams, 24.
And that looks like it's going to be it for Maxwell. It came in to face one batter.
Now pitching for Bard, number 24, Graham Williams.
Oh, Coach Salvatore going to the bullpen again. He's going to be bringing in first year righty Graham Williams, coming from Mamaroneck, New York. But Graham was a starter on Wednesday versus Williams College. And coming in here today in relief.
Oh, trust me, she does.
It really like affects your game. Even if it's like not actually doing something, the fact that it's not there, like your mind is playing tricks on you. You know?
That's horrible.
The placebo effect is real. Like,
It messes with you because then
This is going to be Graham's 5th appearance of the season, his 3rd in relief. He currently has a 16.43 ERA and 7 2/3 innings pitched. He's given up 13 hits and 16 runs. 14 of them have been earned. He's walked 8, struck out 9. And like I said, on Wednesday, he started versus Williams College. He went 2 innings, only giving up 1 hit and no runs.
I hope the umpire feels bad.
I don't think they feel bad.
All right, now the umpires don't like Graham Williams uniform issue there. He has some tape on his hand. He has white tape on his glove hand that's sticking out of his glove. But I guess they're okay with it. They just checked it and they're good with that. Grimm is a two-way player. He also has 6 starts in the field. He's hitting 300 on the season. He has 3 hits and 10 at-bats so far for Bard. All right, just to reset things here again, we're in the top of the 8th inning. There's 2 outs. Ethan Fox Fernandez is up. Vassar has runners at first and second, and we are all tied up here at 5. This is Bard's 3rd pitcher of the inning. And his first pitch misses for a ball.
Get him to the MLB.
And misses. It's 2-0. Not missing by much, but it's 2-0. And that ball's in the air to center. Long one for Leandry. He had him shaded to left. O'Connor couldn't get all the way over. That's going to be in the gap. 2 runs are going to score. Fox Fernandez walks into third base. Going to be a 2-run triple for Ethan Fox Fernandez.
Number 10, Kieran McGrath.
And Vassar now leads 7-5. Going to bring up Kieran McGrath, the second baseman, with Fox Fernandez on third. He's 0 for 1 so far today with a sacrifice and 2 walks. The Landry was shaded towards left field. It was in the right center field gap. He hit it where they weren't, and he drove in 2 runs. That's outside for a ball. Scoots away from play. Here comes Fox Fernandez to the plate, and he will score. And it's now 8-5 Brewers. Two hopper to Lachlan Rudd. He makes the play over to Fryer. The top of the 8th is over. Vassar gets 4 runs as they take the lead 8-5.
Previous half innings. Trivia question: Yoshinobu Yamamoto, MVP 2025 World Series.
All right, so we're going to the bottom of the 8th, and Danny Wellner is still on the hill. He'll be facing Jamie Fryer, Xavier Webb, and Andrew Plen here in the Raptors' half of the 8th inning. right, so we're starting up the 8th inning for Bard here. It's going to be Jamie Fryer leading things off. He's 1 for 2 so far today with a sac fly and an RBI. Jamie Fryer is currently 4th in the Liberty League in home runs with 4 on the season. The leader has 7, and it's Michael Levinson from RPI. Line drive foul, it's 0-1. He didn't go 1-1. That's also a foul. Wellner's an interesting guy on the mound. He always has the Joker smile on his face right before and after he pitches. What's it just with Grossvogel? That's low for a ball. 2-2. Fouled off again. Its low count is full.
Good for you, Laura. Keep going.
And Fryer's on with a leadoff walk here in the 8th inning. That's just what Bard needs as base runners at this point.
Number 21, Xavier Webb.
That's going to bring up left fielder Xavier Webb. Webb 0 for 3 so far on the day. All right, looks like we're going to have a pinch runner for Jamie Fryer. It's going to be number 6, Charlie Beauregard.
Fryer, number 6, Charlie Beauregard.
Beauregard's in to run for Fryer.
No, you'll just swap that out for.
Yeah.
It's going to be Beauregard's 11th appearance on the season. He started 8 games in center field. And he's off on the first pitch. And he's in there with a stolen base. All right, so nobody out. Leadoff man's on second base. Bard trails by 3 in the 8th. And Webb singles in the left. Beauregard's going to come around the score. And it's now 8-6. Xavier Webb coming through with the RBI single. Charlie Beauregard doing his thing on the bases. That was Beauregard's 7th stolen base on the season in 8 attempts. And that's going to bring up catcher Andrew Plen. He's 0 for 3 on the day. And Webb is also a threat to run at first base, and there he goes. And he'll steal second without a throw. he had a huge jump. All right, so now there's no one out. Man on second again. And Bart trails 8-6. Corners are up for Vassar. And that's going to be low for a ball. It's 2-1, 2 playing. That's going to be a base hit up the middle for Andrew Plen. Here comes Xavier Webb to home. The throw is not in time. RBI single. Andrew Plen driving home Xavier Webb. He goes to second on the throw. It's now 8-7. Vassar leads.
Number 30, Johnny O'Connor.
That's going to bring up the right fielder, Johnny O'Connor. He's 0 for 2. He was hit by a pitch that scored in the 7th inning. All right, same situation. Man on second, no one out. They now trail 8-7. Corners are still up for Vassar. First pitch inside for a ball. The bottom of the order doing damage here for Bard in the late innings. Just what they needed. And that's low. Soto. That's going to be a bounce ball to the third baseman, Townsend. He bobbles it, and O'Connor beats it out at first base. That was a hot shot at Townsend at third, who was playing on the grass. Did not field it cleanly. And now O'Connor's safe at first. Plen had to stay at second base as the ball was in front of him. So it's first and second with nobody down. The leadoff hitter, Lachlan Rudd, is up. And that's going to bring a mound visit out for Vassar. Looks like they're going to be going to the bullpen.
There's a 6 on it. Wait. 6, yep. It's
Just a 6.
Is it like, I love you? Wait, I thought it was like, I love you. Thank you.
All right, so the Brewers' new pitcher is going to be junior number 6, Patrick Mill from Sellersville, Pennsylvania. It's going to be Mill's 7th appearance on the season. Currently has a 9.31 ERA in 9 2/3 innings pitched. He's given up 18 hits, 10 runs, all of them earned. He's walked 5 and struck out 9. so Mill comes in. Vardez runners at first and second. There's nobody out. And the leadoff man, Lachlan Rudd, is up. Mill's release point, you don't see this very much anymore, is very low, almost submariner level. He's coming at you from the waist. A couple pitches ago, it looked like Kent Tequelvi out there. He did throw one underhand. All right, so Rudd's ready to go here. Well, the tying run is in scoring position here in the bottom of the eighth with nobody out. Rudd so far today is 0 for 2, 2 walks. He drops down a beautiful sacrifice bunt. Mill makes the play at first base, but the runners move up.
Number 26, Jack Leandri.
Oh, Rudd did his job there. And now it's up to Jack Leandri who's stepping in. Leandri's 1 for 3. He himself has a sacrifice bunt. He has an RBI and a run scored. Infield is in for the Brewers. First pitch swinging. No play at the plate. Glenn comes in to score the tying run, and Leandri gets it done. Creed-Solis took a look at home. The ball was right at the shortstop, but he had no play at home. He gets the out at first base, and we're all tied up at 8. And on the play, Johnny O'Connor moved to third base. It's going to bring up the number 3 hitter, second baseman Jack Rivlin. Rivlin so far today 1 for 4. He has a run scored. He stole 2 bags. And he's up here with 2 outs of the 8th at a tie game, man on third. First pitch from Mill is a ball. That's low and inside, 2-0. The extremely dangerous Angus Woodward is waiting on deck for the Raptors. And that's low. It's going to be 3-0 to Rivlin. Go ahead run is 90 feet away. There's 2 down. That's in it for a strike. A 3-1 from Mill. That's in it for a strike. Count is full. Rivlin singles into right field. Dash Edwards tried to make a sliding catch. The ball rolls all the way to the fence. Rivlin's going to be standing up at third base. Dash Edwards tried to make a sliding catch. It short hopped in front of him. The go-ahead run scores, and Rivlin is up at third base with an RBI triple.
Number 12, Angus Woodward.
So it's now 9-8 Raptors, and Angus Woodward steps in. Angus is 0 for 1 on the day. He's walked twice. He's been hit by a pitch. He's driven in a run. He's stolen 2 bags, and he has scored. That's in there for a strike. It's 1-1. That's in there for another strike. 1-2. All right, they checked with the base umpire and they say Woodwork went around, so that's going to end the inning. Popard pushes 4 across to retake the lead at the end of 8. It's 9-8 Raptors. All right, coming up for Vassar in the 9th is the 6, 7, 8 batters in the lineup. All right, we got some defensive changes for Bard. Jack Rivlin's going to move from second to first. Jack Leandri is going to move from center field to second base. And Charlie Beauregard's going to stay in the game in center field. He came in as a pinch runner for Jamie Fryer in the top half, or in the bottom of the 8th inning. So Graham Williams is in line for the win here if he stays in the game here in the 9th inning. And we're ready to go in the top of the 9th.
Number 14, Jack Biscupiak.
Leading off for Vassar is going to be the catcher, Jack Biskupiak. He is 0 for 4 on the day. He has struck out looking twice. Flied out to center in his last at bat in the 7th inning. First pitch swinging, it's 0-1. And it's 1-1 to Biskupiak. And that misses. It's now 2-1.
I'm about to. Once I
2 outs left. We need to at least 1 out.
And that misses. It's 3-1 to Biskupiak here to lead off the 9th. Ground ball handled by Woodward. Over to Rivlin, 1 down in the 9th.
Number 24, Eric.
It's going to bring up the left fielder, Eric Wallach. He's 1 for 3 on the day with a double and a walk. Hit the ball deep to right center field in his last at bat. That's in there for a strike zone 1. Misses for ball 1-1. That's fell off. 1-2. Williams delivers outside. It's 2-2.
She's such a, what is it, positive mental parent. Yeah.
Outside, count is going to be full the wall here at 1 down in the 9th. And Vassar trails by 1. Not sure what happened there. The only thing I can think of is that it's a foul ball if the batter's still standing there. I think that was fouled off, so it's going to remain full. I thought it may have hit the batter. It must have hit his bat. And that misses. The leadoff man is on in the 9th with a walk. Excuse me, not the leadoff man. The second batter of the inning is on with a walk. There's 1 out here. Aiden Anello is up. He's 2 for 4. He singled in his first 2 at-bats. He has struck out in his last 2 at-bats today. And Williams throws over 2 consecutive times. I'm going to keep that tying run out of scoring position. That's in there for a strike. Wildcat first base has 1 stolen base on the season in 1 attempt. That's a swinging strike. It's 0-2 to Anello. One, 2. Misses for a ball. It's 2-2. Williams delivers, fouled off. That's in there for a called strike 3. And then we're down on strikes for the 3rd time today. Now there's 2 outs in the 9th.
Number 4, Nick Crianza.
And it's going to be up to Nick Kriatsalis for Vassar. The shortstop is 2 for 4 on the day. He singled and scored in his last 2 at-bats. And Vassar has the tying run is on first base. There's 2 down here in the top of the 9th. First pitch in there for a strike. Outside for a ball, 1-1. bouncing ball towards Woodward at third. He's up with it over to Rivlin at first. And it's over here at Honeyfield. Bard takes it 9-8.
Final score, Bard 9, Vassar 8.
Two close games in the last 3 days here at Honeyfield. Bard comes up with two one-run victories in a row.
All sports at BardAthletics.com.
Bard's record's going to improve on the season to 8-8, and they improved to 2-2
See you soon.
in the Eastern Division of the Liberty League. Vassar on the season falls to 6-12 and 2-5 in the Eastern Division of the Liberty League. Winning pitcher will be Graham Williams coming out of the bullpen today for the victory. The Raptors' next games will be tomorrow at Vassar College in Poughkeepsie, New York. It'll be a doubleheader. Game 1 starts at 12. Game 3 around 3-ish. So again, a final from Honeyfield here at Bard College. The Raptors win 9-8. Thank you to everyone on behalf of Bard Athletics for joining today.